guys, it's Jay here. Today's date is the 18th of the 1st, 2017. Happy New Year. Today there's a few things I want to have a discussion about. We'll start off with being mistaken for a gay man quite a lot. So a new girl started at work and we were chatting the other day about something, and she asked me a few questions about how come I knew so many gay people, and I said I have a lot of gay friends and it's just the way that it is. Then I thought to myself, you know what, obviously before starting testosterone I was gay female, sorry. I thought I'm just going to tell her the truth. She seemed like a pretty cool chick. So I told her the truth and told her I was trans, and she's like, fuck off, I don't believe you. I'm like, yep, I'm trans. Show some photos, and she's like, wow, no way. She said, can I ask you why you thought I was a gay male? She said, you're just very in touch with your femme side, and the way that you word things and how aware you are about females' feelings, it just comes across that you're gay. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So I put a post on the FGM page I'm on, and apparently it's quite common for trans men to be mistaken as gay, because we're aware of how women feel, obviously due to being one in our past, and you still carry traits and stuff like that. So I found that quite interesting. But if anyone's watching this that isn't in Australia, I'd like to know if this also happens to you. I know that Australian men are very Aussie, oi oi, they're not overly aware of females' feelings or anything like that. So I'm just wondering if it's a culture thing or if it's actually a general thing for trans men. So yeah, I just found that interesting. Okay, the other thing I want to have a little quick chat about is, let's start with my peacocks. Right, so I have ordered a Real Magic prosthetic, 6 inches. It takes about 3 months to make. About 6 months to make. I'm about 3 to 4 months into the waiting of it all, so I'm pretty excited about that coming. It cost me $1,300. It is an adhesive glue that attaches to me, so I don't have to wear a harness, which is supposed to reduce and stop the backflow and leaking that we can get when we're using peacocks and other STP products. I use peacock. I have had a problem with my peacock. It cost me about $400 about a year and a half ago. I made a video about it. All underneath has torn, as you can see. I've tried to use like a adhesive silicone thing to try and fix the tear. Now I found out why my peacock is tearing. It's not due to how I wear it or how I wash it or what I do with it, because I look after it exactly like they say in the book. Now this is Peacock products. I tried some new harnesses. It turns out the harness is the reason why my dick has split. So this one here is my favorite. Is your balls sit inside the pouch here, as you can see. Your balls pop in there. Just try and show you quickly like that. See, it just pops in. So you've got full coverage. Everything just sits nice and loose. Your dick just hangs out. It's very good. So we thought we'd try something that looked a bit more secure. So we tried these little fucking things. See this? With this little ring here. So your dick, it's quite tight. Sits through your ring like that, so it's held in place, and your balls just sit in this bit here against you. So that's all your dick is sitting in. Now, this little ring here is a reason why my dick keeps splitting, because it's too fucking tight, and it just wears into your silicone and rubs it and rubs it and rubs it. So don't order these. These are terrible. I contact Peacock, and they told me it's my own fault. So they said you don't look after it properly, and due to the intimacy of this product, we cannot replace it or give you a refund. So I will not buy Peacock again. Simple as that. Or I will not buy this harness, I should say, because their products are pretty good. But do not buy this harness. They're $30 each. They're just not worth it. They destroy your product, and they do not hold right either. It doesn't sit flush. Well, this one sits perfectly flush, it's nice and comfortable. So stick with the full. Do not buy the ring. I've had nothing but fucking problems with it ever since I bought it. Okay, so I started some new meds almost 2 weeks ago from the acne on my back. I think it's pronounced Aractan or something like that. I'm just trying to show you guys so you can see, because it's pretty light in here. Yeah, there you go. It is ORATANE, Oratan, 10 milligrams per tablet. So I take 1 tablet a day, and my acne on my back is amazing. Totally cleared up. Couldn't be happier. But the side effects are horrendous. So when I say this, it's the moods. I'm having severe mood swings. I feel really agitated. It doesn't take much to tick me off, and I'm usually a pretty calm, collected person. But of late, I'm just like agitated. And I'm also on tramadol for the lower back pain that I've still got. And I don't know if it's a mix of meds. I think Belle has done some research and told me it's actually a side effect of these tablets. I'm just trying to hold it up so you guys can see. There we go. So you can see what it is called. Yeah. So that's what I'm on. And the side effects are severe mood swings. So be aware of it. The only way I can find that I'm dealing with it is by just doing some push-ups, doing some sit-ups, doing anything to burn the excess emotion that I'm carrying. So I don't like it. It makes me really angry. Okay, and the other thing, sorry about the other thing I want to talk to you about is I've noticed with Mum the last couple of weeks that she's starting to have a few problems understanding why I transitioned. Now, as a kid, some pretty bad things happened to me through a male family member. Like, we all have our past. I'm not shy about anything like that. Mum thinks that's the reason I transitioned to male, was because as a kid something happened that shouldn't have happened for quite a while, and she thinks that has swayed me to come out as trans. Now, I personally know, as everybody else would personally know that's trans, that you're trans because you're born wrong, not because something that's happened to you in your past. It just does not work like that. So I need to talk to Mum about that and sort it out. When I went to therapy, it came up. I was pretty nervous about telling them what happened to me as a child, thinking that it would stop me from getting on hormones. But because I had dealt with my issues and dealt with the baggage and worked on myself prior, it had no impact whatsoever. Like, none. So if something has happened to you and you're worried about telling your therapist, don't be. They are more than supportive, you know. You just got to make sure you tell them that's not why you're trans. That's not why you want to transition. You want to transition because this is who you are as a person. So I need to sit down with Mum and run through her with a few things why I've transitioned, because she's concerned. She's also brought up a fair bit that my mental patterns have changed, like the way that I think has changed, and they have. I feel like I've changed a fair bit over the last couple of months with how I feel about things. Like, things just aren't much of a big deal to me as they used to be. Unless it's something major, I really don't care, or it doesn't really faze me. Way more laid back and relaxed in my thought pattern than what I used to be as a female. I don't have that monkey chatter. My mind isn't racing. Not everything is a problem with me. Not everything is like brrr. It's just easier. Mum is having problems with that because she keeps telling me she misses her daughter. All parents are going to tell you that they miss their daughter because they have that right to do that. They gave birth to a girl and now they have kids, not sons, sorry, instead of daughters. So that's something I have to try and be like working on with Mum, and just not. I'm finding I'm trying to be someone I'm not to please her. The person I was has gone. I don't think the same, I don't feel the same, I don't look the same, but I'm a hell of a lot happier, so that's the main thing. But, you know, she keeps saying to me, please try and not lose the whole femme side of you, but the fact is, I'm not femme, and I don't want to try and be someone I'm not to please somebody else, and that's what our life is all about. You don't make anybody else happy but you, that's it. If people struggle with things, they have to deal with it, and they have to pass through it. They can't expect you to try and be something you're not. So that's something I need to address with her sooner than later. Apart from that, everything else is going really well. As you can see, the facial hair is like really coming through nicely. I think we went through that last time. Still getting a little bit of patches here, starting to thicken out a bit more. I'm due for another shot in about 3 weeks' time. So yeah. Now, if there's any questions or anything you want me to talk to you about, just pop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hope everybody's doing really well, and if you're in Australia, I hope you're staying really cool because it's bloody hot outside. Just drink lots of beer and you should be alright. Alright, I'll make another video soon. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.